Okie dokes. Continuing on, we are close. Okay, there's still so much, bro, but we're gonna get through this. Okay. Um, Next steps. What other patterns can we find in our little thing? Well, we have this highlighted yellow part that we never looked at after a while. But now that we have more letters, one thing I noticed is the M's match. So let's say this is like M of some sort. And we also have, what else? We have this yellow. And we have this yellow, but we also have this symbol with this symbol, and they're completely matching. That's like kind of a coinky dink if you think about it. This and this match. Have we seen anything like this before? It looks so familiar, I swear. It's okay, even if we haven't, let's look for anything else that ends with M because those are pretty rare. Um, yeah, Paravam is the only one that ends with M. And since it starts with Pa, so let's say this is Pa, Paruvam. Is there another Pa anywhere? Um, oh my gosh, there is. Okay, there is one more. Pasava. Um, and wow, what's great is both have VA and VA. And over here, we both have some similar letter or symbol. So let's say we made those both VA and VPA, then we can pretty well assume that this is Paruvam. And this looks kind of familiar. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe we've never seen this before, but anyway, so that's Paruvam. This is Pa. Oh, this is an A. This is familiar. We've seen these three little triangles a lot. Pasavas. Does the S have anything special? No, it does not. Okay, so that way we have 23 is A. 23 is A. And we have 24 is PASAVA. So 24 is K. 24 is K. Perf. Okay, and so now continuing on some of the things that we never actually pursued. Number 6, for example, we had like all these hunches and we never actually went through with it. But what I do notice is there's like a lot of these little funky 2 triangle things just appearing in the front, if I'm not completely going crazy. Yeah, there's one here. There's one here. Are there any other ones? Okay, maybe not, that's not too many, but I feel like that's a pretty good amount to kind of start off with. Anyways, is there anything that's like A-R-A-Y? Do we see something that's like A-R-A-Y? Oh my god. Wait, A-R-A-Y, A-R-A-Y. Dang, okay. So that matches pretty well. Let's see. So if we go by that assumption, then this is D, D-A-R-A-Y, and then that the ending would be like A-U-S. Have we seen an S anywhere that looks like that? Not that I can tell. So I don't know exactly how this is going to be split up. Oh, actually, wait, we do. Okay, if we look right up here at number 2, like the S over here and the S over here are like literally the same. And so that's pretty good. That tells us that we're on the right track. Okay, so 6 is Y. So let's put Y over there. Amaze. So this little thing is D. So what if we assume like these were DAs or Ds? No, D, and this is an A, which is kind of interesting. Maybe that might tell us something. This syllable in the N also looks weirdly familiar, though I can't. Yeah, right over here. If we look down here, va, and this one, it's literally the same. Is there a D-A-R-U-V? Okay, there is a D-A-R-U-V. So if we are kind of going off of our hunch, we could say that that might be matching, even though like V and V are not completely the same. Like the the consonant is the same. That's what's oftentimes more important. So if this was V, D-A-R-U-V over here, whoops, D-A-R-U-V. And that also matches because, sanity check, the U over here and the U over here is very similar. So that is very spicy. So we also have 12 is D. Amazing. Now let's go on to this D. A. What other D's do we have? We have Daiva, which means false god. And we have Daruxta, which is lie. We actually just saw this literally like a few seconds ago. The V over here, let's do another color. The V over here and the V over here are exactly the same. So if this is V, and we have one, Daiva, which is like VA, then this one would be I, Daiva. And that I, we've definitely seen somewhere. Oh yeah, perfect. So we've seen the I over here, and over here, and down there. So this should be correct. So we have 17, and that is V. Alrighty. Okay, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are getting so close. This this one is still bothering me so bad, but we can leave that till the end. What other ones do we potentially know? La 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 la. There's an A in the front, and there's an A in the back for number 18. And so do we have anything like that? A in the front, A in the back. Asthma, we do. Let's see if everything else matches though. Oh, we do. That does match. The M's seem to be pretty consistent. And if you look at the M's, this little M and that little M are matching. The S over here, I'm sure we've seen. Yes, the little S over here and over here are also matching. So 18 gives us asthma. Not the lung asthma, fortunately. Wait, was that 18? I'm tripping. Yes, that was 18, not 19. Lol. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, which ones we have left? There's like a little A over here. This one is like A. That one is like a D. Is there a D? And this one looks really familiar, but I don't really know. Let's see if there are any other ones. This is because we never actually like figured out what this little bar was. Like this little bar. Oops. Oh, it's 10%. Okay, we got this. The iPad's not dying. We have like those symbols, which is something we never figured out, and so I don't want to jump to conclusions right then and there. Let's see, what other ones? Maybe if we okay. I think why don't we do number 8? You know what? I've been avoiding it. I don't know why. I've just had some like weird inkling against it, but let's hear. Let's hear. What do we know? Do we know this? This looks so familiar. Is this? Oh, okay, I see that. There is this and that, which we must have gotten from somewhere. Where us? Okay, so the D's are the yellow ones. I didn't circle it. Okay. So this yellow one and this yellow one. So is there a D? A draw anywhere? Is there a draw? Oh my gosh, there is. Okay. Scudra is pretty. Oh, we also got Bog already. So Scudra is I. And I, if we go like that, I is 8. And as a sanity check, we can also confirm, I suppose, the S we've seen, surely, yeah. The S, for example, here and here are the same, and so that is a good sign. And why don't we look at this one, 19, because this K, we've definitely seen somewhere. This is like a Y, A kind of deal. This one with the 3 triangles, we certainly have seen. We certainly have seen somewhere. I just it's a long kind of problem. So this is painful. But R, I think, yeah, I see the R. Okay, if you guys look, let me just make it obvious. The R over here and the R over here are the same. This one is I. I is pretty memorable. It's the little 2 triangles on top. Do we have R, A, something, I? And, oh, we do for M. Okay, that's perfect. So we can assume this is probably like D, and then this Ya is just a Y by itself. So 19 is M. And how many do you have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're so close. There's Ayadana, which we oddly enough have never figured out, which is kind of weird considering. Okay, yeah, I was like, I feel like we should have known that by now. Let's look at 26. There's an A in the front. We know Ayadana has an A in the front. There's a Y and this K, which we saw earlier. We know it's Y. There is this one, which is D, which we highlighted in yellow. So we have that over there. Da, and then na. So da, na. Perf. So 26. Go with C. And what other ones do we have left? At this point, if you want to like speed up the video, if you haven't already sped up the video and kind of like try solving the rest of them yourself, there's like a little bit of a twist in the end. So you should keep watching if you don't know what it is. But now at this point, it's literally just pattern matching, finding the patterns, and that could take a while, but hopefully you'll figure it out. Okay, so we have not touched number 5 at all, or this one. This K is not like the usual K we see. It's a little bit with a weird triangle. So which ones do we have left? We have UVJA. We have Bhagadatta. Do we have Bhagadatta? That already got rid of. Oh, I suppose we haven't actually gotten Bhagadatta, which is kind of odd considering I feel like that would be kind of like similar to the ones that we already know, but maybe we're just tripping. Okay, Bhagadatta. Do we see a Bhagadatta? I suppose we have the DA here. The DA is very sus. And this symbol, but I don't know, that symbol is like a little bit sus, just because like it's never been done before. I suppose you could maybe guess that's like a BA. But what would this be? BA, like BAR? I don't think it would be BAR because it's completely missing an R. That just feels like that doesn't go well with me. So I'm just gonna leave that blank for now. If we look at some of the other ones, how about 5? I feel like 5 might be kind of helpful. Or let's look at the words. How can we, oh no. How can we look at something like uvja. Do we have a JA anywhere? I suppose not, but I'm sure we've seen V's somewhere. I feel like we've seen like V a lot, unless I am mistaken. Okay, yeah, I'm right. Okay, so we see V's over here if you look at where my pointer is circling. And I also see a V in one of the ones that we haven't marked yet. So let's say this was V. Then this would be U and this would be JA, and that kind of matches our kind of syllable to syllable transcription. And so this would be U. Perfect. Okay, so we have 20. We have W. Or yeah, 20 and W. Okay, 4 more. We are so close. The letters that we could start with is like a DU. We could start with the KU. We can end with an S. We already have lots of examples of S. And so maybe S could be a potential one, but I don't know about that. Because I don't see anything particular in mind. Ooh, I just found something. So as you get closer, sometimes the problem gets harder. Sometimes it gets easier just because you've made so many assumptions at this point that you can't really backtrack. It's really hard. And so my suggestion, if you're already at this point in the problem, just try and finish it. There's no point in, going back if you feel like something is wrong, because you'd have to backtrack so much. But what I was saying was I noticed the D right over here and a D right over here. And we have one D left, right? We have that der Rückste. And we've also seen previously that this R and this R are matching. And so der Rückste could be a very good guess. So let's do DURU, DURU, DURUX. And so this must be ta. And oh, so that tells us that this one on the bottom is also ta, right? If that is ta, then this is also ta. And so that might be a great match. Der Rückste. And so this must be Bagadata. That is a very long thing, but oh, this actually makes sense, because if you consider it, I was like, how can one syllable just be one thing completely? It doesn't make sense, because we don't have any words with just one syllable, and so that was always sus to me. But if we map out the way we did, this, the yellow is D, this is A, and this is T, then this little triangle with those things actually represent 2 syllables. It's baga. And so if this is baga, then this pink over here that I was like, why is there only 1 syllable? This must be baga as well. And so that is great, because that actually kills 2 birds with 1 stone. We know 13, bagadata is P. And we know that this 1 syllable one, 21. So notice how I was like, it could be bar, but it didn't completely match. And so my intuition was correct, because it turns out this was baga. So 21, it matches with, where'd it go, bro? Baga, right, it goes with J. 21 goes with J. And so, in fact, we only have 2 more. And we know that one of them is used twice potentially, just because we don't have enough. So let's try to figure out which one is kind of used twice. Okay, so we have 22, and we know that this 22, we have pretty much all of the syllables we need. So if you look at this letter in front, it matches with, here, let's use this. This one matches with that. So this is a K. Okay, so this one matches with K. Sorry, ignore my mom. But this one matches with K. And we do have a K here. We have Kurus, so we can definitely match those. Except this does feel a little bit off, but I suppose if we really expanded it, it might work. Kurus, and we just have to pattern match or double check just to make sure. So 22 is with N. 22 is with N. We already got that too. Oh wait, I'm tripping because I'm pretty sure we already, yeah, wait, we already have 5 at E. So I suppose we solved the missing letter at some point, which is kind of crazy because the first time I did this, I am actually pretty sure like I didn't match everything with everything. But it turns out like we did find 5 to be E because it was der Ruxta. So I suppose we've made all our matches. And just to double check on Cruz, our last one technically, the R over here also matches with this R. And so we are pretty sure we're correct. I think the main kind of like potential place to mess up was the double syllable. So the first time I did it, I actually didn't realize the double syllable. And I believe I ended up with like Baga and Bagadada. And so I didn't realize that. And so what I kind of assumed was, okay, now let's look at the definitions. Like, why is this like Baga is literally like one syllable, right? And like there are no one syllable words here, but like what does Baga mean? Baga means God. If I'm not tripping. Yeah. Baga literally means God. And if you're gonna be in some like old civilization with language, like what is the first kind of most important word that everybody should know, assuming everyone is religious in the olden times, wherever that may be, because just, religion was so rampant because nobody could really explain the world, it would probably be God. And so what would be that one word that gets 2 syllables? Baga, probably Baga. And it turns out we actually already used Baga without me even realizing it. We actually kind of figured out Baga earlier over here just based on purely the words, right? But here it says, note that one word can be written in 2 different ways in cuneiform. So we actually found that one word, right? Baga, how it's actually written, and like Baga as this one single syllable. And why would they have one syllable for like Baga? Maybe because it's used so often. Like God is so important to them that like that's why it's used. And so that was a little trick. We actually kind of solved it without using that trick at all. But like let's say you were stuck, for example. You're like, why is there that one syllable? Like that would make sense, and that would be a repeat. And so yeah, we have solved this problem. Whoa, that was a long time. Okay. And last thing we should do is just check our answers just to make sure that we're not going crazy. And so I do have the answers posted below. So we have H, HQBRE, YLITU, YLITU, FDPSJ, FDPSJ, GVOMW, JNAKX, JNAKX, and C. Okay, amazing. We did it. Congratulations. If you made it this far, I applaud you. Best of luck for whatever other problems you're doing, and I will see you next time.